Hello everyone, on behalf of our group, I'd like to welcome you to our presentation titled From Old English to Modern English. In this presentation, we will explore the historical development of the English language, divided into four main periods: Old English, Middle English, Early Modern English, and Modern English. Each period reflects major social, political, and cultural influences that shape the language we use today. By understanding this evolution, we can better appreciate the richness and complexity of English as a global language. Let us begin with the Old English period and we'll be presenting by Irma. Time is yours.
Gacha Andi, thank you for the time. Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum Mr. Nurdin. Let me take you way back to a time when English didn't sound like English at all. Did you know that if we traveled to England around the year 1000, we wouldn't understand a single word people said? That is because they were speaking Old English, the earliest form of English language. Old English was used from about 450 to 1150, and it came from the language of three Germanic tribes, the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. They both their language when they came to Britain, and that became the root of English. But it didn't sound like what we know today. The grammar was very complex, and the vocabulary was full of words we don't use anymore. Even the alphabet was different. They used letter like P as a tone and like a T as a F, which we've replaced over time. The most famous piece of literature from this time is Beowulf, an epic poem about a hero who fights monsters. Let me read a line from the opening. Hawaii, where Gardana in Gardagum. Well, it sounds powerful and poetic and complicated too. Even we can fully understand, but I try to translate it in modern language, modern English. It's like a Lord, we have heard the glory of the spear dance in days of old. This line shows that Old English had rhythm, drama, and emotion. So why is Old English is important? Because this is where English began. Even though it feels ancient and strange, it's the foundation of the language we speak and write today. Understanding it help us appreciate how far has come and how it keeps evolving. So now the next period goes to Middle English. Take a turn, Awan.
Okay, thank you Irma. Hi everyone, I'm Setiawan. Okay, now let's continue to Middle English. Okay, Middle English was spoken from 1150 until 1500. Okay, in the Middle English period, there are three points. First is French influence, and the second is grammar simplifier, and the last more word text than Old English period. Okay, the first, why called French influence? This start after the Norman conquest in 1066, when the Norman from France come to English. Okay, and next, why a grammar come a simplifier? Because of this, many French words enter English, especially in area law, government, food, and last is art. Okay, in the last more than more words than all English period. Okay, because the best known writer from this time is Geoffrey Chaucer. He wrote the Canterbury Tales, a collection of stories about people going on a religion journey. Okay, let's listen to a few lines from the general prologue. Okay, in the Middle English there are a quotes, the words like 1 to April with his sword suit, the drought of March had perched to the root. I don't know what to spelling that in the Middle English, but more or less like that. Now, in the modern English, we can spell like when April with its sweet sour has fierce, the drought of March of the root. Okay, even though it still sounds a bit strange, it's easier to understand than Old English. Okay, during this time, English grammar becomes simpler and more new words come to English from French and Latin. Okay, so Middle English was the bridge between Old English and modern English. Okay, maybe enough for me, and next.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, I am Yusi. Today I'm going to talk about early modern English. This period was lasted from 1500 to 1800. It was a very important time for the development of the English language. Why it was important? Because three big things happened during this time: the Renaissance, the printing press, and William Shakespeare. Let's begin with the Renaissance. It was a time of big change in Europe. People were learning more about art, science, and history. Because of this, many new words entered English from Latin, Greek, and French. For example, words like biology, theory, music, education, and culture become part of the language. This new word made English more complex and rich. The second important thing was the printing press. It was invented by Johannes Gutenberg in the 1400 and become more popular in England in 1500. Before this, books were copied by hand, which was very slow and expensive. With the printing press, books were faster and cheaper to produce. This helped more people learn how to read and write. Also, spelling and grammar started to become more standard because people read the same printed text. Now, let's talk about William Shakespeare. He lived from 1564 to 1616 and wrote many famous plays and poems. His works include Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, and Macbeth. He also introduced many new words and phrases to English language. Some of the words we use today are lonely, hurry, bomb, and battle. Let me share a short quote from Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. This line is very famous today. It means someone is thinking deeply about life and choices. So, to summarize, early modern English was shaped by the Renaissance, the printing press, and Shakespeare. It was a time when English changed a lot and became more like the English we use today. Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, I am Luciana Trigolandari. You can call me Lucy. Now let's talk about late modern English. This period started around 1800 and continues until today. The biggest difference from before is vocabulary. During this time, the Industrial Revolution, colonization, and scientific discoveries added many new words. English also spread around the world because of British colonization. People from different countries started speaking English too. As a result, English literature became more colorful and varied. One famous poet from this time is William Wordsworth. He was part of the Romantic movement. Romantic literature often talks about feelings, emotions, and nature. Let's hear a short line from his famous poem, I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills. It's a simple but beautiful poem about emotion and nature. After Wordsworth, there were many other famous writers like Jane Austen and Emily Dickinson. Today, English continues to grow. It's influenced by media, technology, and global communication. New words appear every day, and that's why English keeps changing and growing.
Okay, to conclude, the English language has undergone significant changes from its origin in the Old English period to the modern form we use today. Its historical state contributed to the vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation of the language. The Old English period was shaped by Germanic roots. The Middle English period introduced French influence. The early modern period brought about literary and technological innovations, and the modern English period continues to evolve with globalization and digital communication. Yeah, we hope this presentation has given you valuable insights into how English has transformed over the centuries.
Gramercy for
Gramercy for intelligent attention,
Now in delving into the Old English to modern English image us. I hope this term soon translate this term with an A plus in exploring the kind attention in exploring the Old English and modern English period us. Hopefully, we can pass this semester with an A plus